Let them hate it and it's debated. I'm highly rated, much higher. Hello. It's your boy Ambassador again doing this thing. Yeah, like 8 hours ago, man. Henessy said it was hot. So Cypher 3, Vector, MI, Teeto, Ceemos, and Jagz. Actually, the order is I think it comes Jagz first, Teeto, Ceemos, Vector, and MI last. It's crazy, yeah. Because I have some of my favorite MCs in this Cypher. First back end of the whole Cypher thing, the behind the scene. We know MI and Vector had a long-standing beef over the years. Beef in which in one of the diss tracks, Vector kind of took some shots at MI but touched Jagz, who's MI's younger brother, in some of the lines. So we're not too sure how the relationship was between these two. But we know MI and Vector squashed the beef publicly, organized by Henessy. And now they jumped on this Cypher, which just came out like 8 hours ago. So I couldn't wait to listen to it. And I'm so excited because it's been a while. I had a song, or let's say lines this intense, this diverse, for me to break through, and for me to it was really exciting. I mean, it's just made my day. I mean, so if you see like the Cypher starts off where Jagz, I said he's my favorite rapper in Africa is Abaga, but Jagz to me is like David Beckham. He's not like the best, he's not the all-round best rapper, but there are things which he's the best at. I mean, when Jagz does his thing, you see he's the best at this. That was like the David Beckham of rapping. With certain things, Jagz just kills it. When it comes to his rhyming, he knows how to rhyme and make them connect so well. He might not be too deep, although he goes deep. To if you listen to him like on what's this show, the radio show, this MC guy in the UK, I've just forgotten it. Yeah, not just okay. No, that's not it. So he opens up with a string of rhymes from galaxy to reality to parody to clarity. Then he goes to elevate, debate, elevated, debated, related, initiated, situated, making sense all of those things here. So he knows how to control it. So I feel like he's mastered his wordplay and his rhyming. The guy is very good at those two things. As I said, for me, he's like hip hop really missed Jagz. For a while, I was asking like, where's Jagz been? He had issues with the label. I think he left like once or twice from Chocolate City, came back. Now they have some kind of arrangement. Yeah, but we really miss Jagz. Jagz has a unique flavor to hip hop in Africa. Unique flavor. For those who know hip hop in Africa, Jagz has a unique flavor. Yeah. And then he went on to say, blindfolded, hit wherever you situated. That's the line where situated was caught in here. So just imagine somebody that's a killer sniper. Yeah, he's blindfolded, but he still hits you. Yeah. And then he went to give some level of a biblical allusion where he said, flow full of fire, got you flying like flyer than prophet Elijah. For those who know the story of Elijah in the Bible, so it's like flow full of fire first, and then got you flyer than prophet Elijah. So Jagz took the lines till 0:59 seconds, and then Ceemos came in now. Yeah, Teeto Ceemos. I didn't know this guy that much. Yeah, so that's why I like things like this, where you discover one, you're like, okay, he's got something going there. But he was in the midst of lions, man. Yeah, he was not. He's just. I mean, just being in the midst of these guys is good enough, but he could not outshine, he could not do more than that. But I like the lines when he said he has unworthy opponents. Take your sandals off, you smell the fire. For those who know, that's a biblical allusion to. For those who know the story of Moses, when he first came in encounter with God, he was asked to take off his shoes because it's on holy ground. So like they are on holy ground, so take your sandals off. And there was a burning bush where God was talking from. So that's the whole biblical allusion thing. And then he also said, I like the line, it was a witty line. He said, you all nod your head in agreement like synchronized lizards. So imagine, lizards generally just nod their heads. So if they're synchronized, then they'll all just be nodding their heads in a line. So I like his rhymes. He says his album is coming soon too. So that's it for Ceemos, man. jumped into Vector. So this last two I couldn't wait. Like it was like this kind of anticipated boxing match where you're like, you enjoy the anticipation of the match even more than the match because it goes through so fast. This was like a 4 minutes 35-second track, so the anticipation for this was way higher than so I enjoyed the anticipation even more than the song itself, because once the song came, just 4 minutes or so it was gone. So like that highly anticipated boxing match. So boom, Vector came in. He first said he does not care about your best rappers. Then he likened his own thing to Theft Auto, but this time is real, yeah. Then he said, don't get lost in. So I like his rhyming. So Vector is very good at rhyming too. He did a lot of those kind of rhymes where he said, don't get lost in my English story. Shebi Nigeria na English glory. I may decide to rap in English only. Slave masters forced English on me. So the story, glory, only on me. That's crazy. Then he said, no, that's me adding mine. Yeah, that's crazy. That's just my thought. Then he said they carry V for head like Don Jazzy DP. Yeah, so that's still continuing the E rhyme scheme. And then he says they're carrying Vector, so it's just a slang in Nigeria or even Cameroon. They say no carry me for head. Yeah, so you say you carry somebody that you're minding my business, you mind my business even more than me. So why do you feel my pain more than I do? So like they carry V for head like Don Jazzy DP. Just have to mention, I always say that like that's a wise way of rhyming to get attention. He used Don Jazzy's name there, but not really an offensive way. But yeah, when he calls Don Jazzy, everybody will be like, what he said about Don Jazzy? So you get my attention when you do that. So when you train some of those names and those kind of similes and biblical allusions, it gets people thinking and will pay attention more to it. Then the master of the masters, man, the how can I even call it, the guru of the rapping thing in Africa, Abaga. Yeah, Mi came in here. He was like he first just warning shots, and Mi is known for that. His level of bragging is like, who's the shot guy? He's so confident in his rap. He was like, if you were planning to drop today, please postpone it, because he's about to rap today. Yeah, this is going to drop, so if anybody was planning to drop, postpone it, because you're not gonna get no shine and your track is gonna be pushed to the back of the shelves. Yeah. And he was like, back when I blow up like Ikeja cantonment. So for those who know the story of the Ikeja cantonment, that was like armory that blew up. That was I think January 2002 in Lagos, Ikeja, and it led to a couple of other explosions for the things for buildings around it, or the things that were around it. So there are two layers to this. Yeah, first he blew up. So he's likening it to, I should call it a historical fact somehow. Yeah, it's a current or historical event that happened 2002. The Ikeja cantonment in Lagos blew up. So first it blew up, and then things around it started blowing up. So one is like he blew up, but we also know the story of the Ikeja cantonment. He could also be saying that led to the growth or the blowing up of other smaller rappers around him that blew up. So there are double layers to this: the blow up of the Ikeja cantonment, and then the other things that blew up around him that from his blowing up. Yeah, so you could look at it that way. And then he went on to say, me and VEC handle that beef like grown men, so the fans can stop beefing. So he's saying, because as I told you back, telling you the what led to this was Vector and Mi squashed their beef. So he said they squashed their beef like grown men, so the fans don't have to keep beefing. Yeah, because at times I said the fans beef way more than the artists who are concerned. The fans go to crazier lengths and crazier extents to prove their point. And then that this is why I was like very impressed with Mi now, because he used this whole Cypher thing still to pass an intense message in a very summarized way, but almost touching the number of things for Africa. He went on first to say we should all be feminists. That's a strong line coming from a rapper. We know rappers are generally misogynist, or it's not a very women friendly culture, but if a rapper says we should all be feminists, that's a very conscious rapper, and I'll so agree with him. I always say that I'm a feminist, but another kind of feminist. Yeah. No man should be offended by women empowerment or if they're outspoken. That's about 3 minutes 41 seconds where he drops that line. So he comes at them saying, he mentioned all the ills against women, and then he says we should all be feminists, we should instead support them, we should not be offended by their strength and all of that. That's a strong message for the African youth, at least. Yeah. And then my man MI went on to talk about the Black Lives Matter issue, saying that when he saw George Floyd, we all know what happened with George Floyd. He got choked to death. I mean, it was a crazy thing, yeah. So he said when he saw George Floyd, it was like he was seeing his own brother, and if anybody messes with Jagz, will have to put a bullet through him. So that's him just saying, he saw George Floyd, that was like his brother, and for anybody who knows what his brothers mean to him, if anybody should touch Jagz, will have to kill him first. So that's how offended he is right now. And then he went on now to mention, so he has spoken about feminism, he has spoken about the blacks and racism issues, and then now he went on to speak specifically for Nigeria. He said, let's pray for peace in Kaduna. For those who know what's happening in the northern part of Nigeria, there's first the Christians and Muslim issues that have been going on for a while. If you listen to his tracks way back, like Justified, he was talking just about the issues in Just. I went to Just was like 2-3 years ago. Just is very similar to my hometown Boya, where we have this whole fresh climate, so we got exposed to some Western cultures a little bit more. And then so a couple of these artists all came from Just, MI, P Square. Most of them have bases from Just, then they moved down. So he's praying now for Kaduna, because Kaduna still doesn't have peace, and then hope we beat Corona. For those who know what 2020 was like, it was a crazy year due to Corona. So it was an intense 5 lines were summarizing almost all the problems of Africa. Whoa, for the MI line, I just got the FA Cup like a gunner. Whoa, that's an entire to another level. I just thought about it and I was like, whoa. He said FA Cup. So FA Cup like a gunner. Anyway, I don't want to break it down a little more because it might sound violent, but listen to it carefully. FA Cup, FA Cup like a gunner, So I really love this one, and as I said, man, I feel like you, my brothers in Nigeria, you're sleeping here. We really want to support you, but you all have to like put some of these kind of songs or your other songs you have on echo.online so that we could support you somehow. I really feel like we should start supporting the arts in Africa. This will encourage these our talents to go even harder. So just put your songs on echo.online, send it directly or somehow. I mean, like if I see a song of, I mean, like guys like this on echo.online, I'll definitely be buying it, even if the song is out, just to support these guys, because right now they can't do concerts due to Corona. We don't move that well. The movement around Africa is not that good. So the only way I can support these guys, I want to support people from all around Africa, is if I see your songs on echo.online, because we could buy it from mobile money. It's well adapted to Africa, so I could buy your songs there just to support you. Yeah, so just put these songs on echo.online, and definitely your boy Ambazador will be there to support it, to push it, to get other people to buy it. So I'm out.